Ladies, good evening and welcome to much earlier than planned special with Michaela at Temple Spa. And we are going to bed now. We've had a very busy day in the shop. Donna's still there with customers. Michaela and I are exhausted. So I'm ready, going to pull the cushion back, to sit back, relax. Oh no, I've got my trousers on underneath because I didn't have time to completely get ready to go to bed. And I'm going to sit back and relax and listen to what Michaela has to say. Treat myself, take the specs off so I can't see a thing. Okay. I will put them on periodically to say hello. Hello Joanne, it's lovely to see you. I'm taking my specs off, ladies, so I won't be able to see a lot. It would be great if we could have some thumbs up and some hearts going up just to confirm that you can see and hear us properly. And then that way we know it's all working. Hi Gaynor, I'm just about to take my specs off. Lovely to see you. Can you hear us? Thumbs up please. Big hearts. Alison, if you're watching, because otherwise we're going to panic. Fabulous. Great. Handing over to Michaela.
Okay, so welcome along this evening. We are doing, as advertised, a very simple and quite straightforward evening routine. It's called And So to Bed, and basically that's what we're doing, only I know it's 5 o'clock so we're not quite going to bed, but so this is an everyday, every evening, just quite straightforward skincare routine, which whilst we'll probably make it last about half an hour because we'll be wittering, in reality would probably only take about 5 minutes, if that.
Wittering?
So,
do we witter? I don't think so.
My husband
think we
would say that I do.
Intelligently.
So to get the full facial and temple spa experience, would you like to put a headband on?
Oh, I better look a bugger with this on.
They're quite brutal, and as the
how am I going to do that? I'm going to watch you.
So
over my neck,
and
then put it up like this over my head.
Yeah, and if you just lift it over your ears, otherwise you can't hear a thing.
Oh, okay, right. Ears. Cool.
Okay,
right, I'm there.
Yeah. So during the course of the facial, they will slip back slightly because that's what they do. And we're going to set the scene with a little bit of Restitude spray, which is a beautiful kind of resting and calming room spray. Now I know you can't smell it.
I'm waiting for it to come down. Can't smell it yet. Oh no, it's arrived.
Yeah.
Oh, that is lovely.
It's a real spa
it's
smell,
lovely.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is a real spa. Yeah. A spa smell.
So we're going to start off with taking eye makeup off. We've both got eye makeup on.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
So this is easy on the eye.
Oh, okay.
So this we put it onto slightly damp cotton wool pads because it basically means that there's less drag when you're sweeping it across your eye, but also practically it makes your product go further. Okay. So one for each eye.
Oh, you pour it on this. Your product goes a lot further.
Yeah,
if you
don't tip it
on. So I just go like this.
So just hold it across your eye gently, and then just gradually sweep it to one side.
Okay. Now I use that lovely yellow cleanser.
Yeah, that's called In the Beginning,
and I don't have to use a separate eye makeup remover.
So In the Beginning, which is the balm cleanser, which is packed full of vitamins, and it's gorgeous. It's slightly grainy and exfoliating. I don't know if you can see, but I think it's a bit gross, isn't it? But that's my.
Let me have a little look. Oh yeah, no, it's coming off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, mirrors are up here. There you are.
So this removes. So if you're not using In the Beginning, or if you have perhaps quite a lot of eye makeup on and you want to do this first and then follow it with In the Beginning,
it feels lovely.
It is.
Michaela. It's nice and cooling.
Yeah, it's cooling. It's got aloe gel in it, so it's obviously nice and cooling and soothing. It's got vitamin E in it. It's great for waterproof mascara. It's great for contact lens wearers. So as well as the actual sort of eye makeup removing element of it, it is cooling and soothing, and
so it's a treatment as well as an eye makeup remover.
Pretty much, yeah. If you get tired, gritty eyes, particularly hay fevery in the summer, then it's lovely. And if you keep it in the fridge, and then you can just put it on some pads and just hold it over your eyes. It's great. So
I can see this evening's going to cost me a fortune.
Oh, good. I've just spent a
Your
fortune.
turn.
So, yeah. Yeah. Welcome to my world. when we come to swap them. So you haven't even had to leave home for it either.
Well, we're actually in Stratton's. So Michaela is spending the weekend at Stratton's Hotel, and because we've had to bring this video forward because of our, well, I don't think it was us being useless, because Ellie couldn't make it
I
work
don't think
either.
it was at all. I'm sure it was Facebook's
Yeah,
fault.
I think it was Facebook's fault, because if it was Michaela and I, we would accept that actually it was us being useless.
No.
But Ellie couldn't make it work either. So Michaela's staying in this beautiful room for the weekend, and we've kicked Steve, her husband, and the dog out for an hour. And yeah, I'm having a lovely time relaxing.
Excellent. So we're going to use the cleanser now. This is Begone. Not sure if you can see that. So this is the cleanser for sensitive skin. It's it has quite a unique texture, which you will see. I want to say gloopy, but that's not very technical, and it also doesn't do it justice.
Did you bang it on the back of my hand as
well? You can just take it from that. So I would just sort of put it between your fingers, like just like that, just to very gently warm it, and then you're just going to massage it all over your face.
It feels lovely.
Yeah. So it has this lovely sort of texture, very slightly elastic. That's a much better word than gloopy, isn't it? So yeah, very slightly. What's Alison saying? It's thanks, Alison. She's saying it's nearly my bedtime, which is true.
That's nearly mine. So I don't know why she's laughing.
She'll be all jet lagged on American time. But yeah, it's true actually. It is nearly my bedtime. Actually, Steve did suggest that we got a pizza and stay in tonight, so I won't even have to get dressed again.
Oh, this is lovely. This feels fabulous. I don't think I've tried this before.
No, you probably wouldn't have done, because I don't know. I think with the facials that we did in the shop, we've used in the beginning, because we've done the more sort of slightly anti-aging products. So you probably wouldn't have used this.
This is lovely. So
this is very cooling, very calming, and very gentle. So we're now going to take this off with a warm cloth. Here are some that I prepared earlier.
So what we're doing, ladies, is once this video is over, Michaela or I are going to put links to the products that have been used, but basically you can go into her shop, and obviously there's a link to that on the video already, and if you get them from Michaela's bit of the Temple Spa bit, it means that unlike dealing with a larger company, you have got your very own skin consultant on hand. I had something that I wanted to talk to her about a couple of weeks ago, about getting some gifts, and I just said I want a gift for this, that and the other, and she came up with 3 perfect sets. Honestly, this woman is a gem, and she just sorts my skin out for me as well. You know, there's no point in me spending my life finding out things if I've got somebody that I can ask and say I've got this issue or that issue. Michaela will sort it out for you.
If you see what I mean about the headbands, I said that there is a product for almost everything. So yeah, we're going to do a double cleanse because this is so gentle. I find personally that if I've had makeup on and possibly slightly more makeup than I might normally wear, I put mine on at like 8 o'clock this morning, so I sort of maybe applied a bit more. So because this is so gentle, I find that sometimes I need a double cleanse. So basically we're going to do that all over again. So if you would pass me your little spatula, which is on the desk.
Haven't got my glasses on, can't see it.
So we're just going to do the same thing pretty much.
Lovely.
We're just going to apply the product. And this is, so you can do a double cleanse with any cleanser. In fact, you can mix cleansers as well, which is a very good thing to do. So if you have different skincare if you have a couple of skincare concerns, so perhaps maybe you have got a lot of makeup on, or you've got a full face of makeup, or you've got SPF, and you want a really good cleanse, then you might do in the beginning, which is the one we talked about, the yellow balmy one, which is just probably one of my desert island products.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and then, but if you have any kind of sensitivity or dryness or whatever, then you might want to make your second cleanse with a different product.
And would this be the second product? Because I do have dry, sensitive skin. So, but it, you know,
yes, so this is a good
much
one.
better than it used to be before I started using Temple Spa.
So we're just taking the cleanser off a second time. So, like you can use 2 different masks if you've got different areas of your skin have different concerns. You know, you can use 2 cleansers, and lifestyle, I think, indicates which products are best. There's no point in buying something that in reality you're never going to use because it's just too complicated, or it doesn't fit in at the right time, or whatever. You've got to buy things that suit you. So if you're somebody that wants a face wash that you can use in a shower, then that's fine, buy something like that. If you like a face cloth or a muslin, then a product like Be Gone, which is much better taken off with a cloth, that will suit you. So we're adding in a mask, and the mask we're using is Be Calm, which is also from the sensitive skin range. So this has very similar properties to the cleanser. So the masks would normally stay on for anything up to 20 minutes, but even at 5 minutes you'll get skincare benefits from it. So, because this is a mask, you're not rubbing it in, you're just going to sort of...
I'll wait till you swirl the other side so I can see.
I'll do that side first.
Okay.
So you
don't put a huge layer on.
No, I mean, I've gone a bit mad actually, but I'm sort of applying a bit more maybe than normal, so that actually you might be able to see.
You see, I always thought you sort of had to put so much on that you could actually see your mask, but obviously with this, it's rich enough that that's not the case.
No, not at all. In fact, one of the masks in the range is called Quench, which is very good for dry skin, and maybe something that if you have issues with dry skin, might be something that you would use. And in fact, you can put it on, go to bed, so you don't go mad with it. You put on a thin layer and give yourself 5-10 minutes for it just to absorb in, and you go to bed. You don't have to take it off, and that's really great, because if you're like me and you're quite lazy, then that's just perfect. You can just give your face a good cleansing in the beginning, put your mask on, and you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you see, I don't use masks.
You're not?
So,
okay.
No, only because I'm not really sure why,
what to do.
And what I should use. Why should we use them?
Well, they're an additional level of hydration, really. It depends, like we said, if you are particularly sensitive, and your skin is prone to redness, maybe not necessarily rosacea redness, but redness from sensitivity, then you would use something like this to calm the skin down, to cool it. If you've been out in a day like today, which is really cold, although it isn't too windy, but it's really cold, and if you've been outside for a lot of that day, and you you come in and you can just feel your skin feels a bit tight, might feel a bit wind buffeted, then something like this would be really nice just to put on. Leave it on, as I said, if you can leave it on for 20 minutes, that's great. Even 5, I mean, we won't leave it for 20 minutes today because that would be very boring for everybody, but even if you can do 5 minutes or so, it just takes that sort of sting and that inflammation, the redness away. Similarly, if perhaps you have acne prone skin, or if you've got teenagers or men in your life that maybe are prone to breakouts, then a mask like Purification, which it smells of tea tree, it's lovely. Now that will help draw out any impurities. So you balance your mask to your skin concerns. But similarly, as you could mix your cleansers, you can mix your masks. So if you do have it, and if you have a combination skin, you could put the purification, the black mask, sort of down your T-zone where you might get some breakouts and some spots. But if perhaps you've got redness or sensitivity in your cheeks, which can quite happen, you can put Be Calm on your cheeks. Obviously, I realise you've got to have 2 products to do that. But you don't have to get them at the same time. You can add them in, and there's quite often offers where you can buy one and get one for a different price. But a mask will give you a bit more than a moisturiser will. It will help with, as I said, with the particular areas of concern.
And how often should I be using this mask? Say, for example, I got the Quench, which appeals to me because I can slap it on before I go to bed. I'm like you.
Yeah.
I want beautiful skin, but I just want it to happen by magic.
Osmosis.
Yes.
Yeah. I bought it. It's in the bathroom. I do that with self-tan product. I think if I buy them, they'll make me look really golden and gorgeous, but you have to apply them, apparently.
And I the most expensive self-tan I've ever bought. I think it was a Clarins one, and I don't exfoliate. That's where I go wrong. So I put it on the day before the Norfolk show, and the front of my legs were white, and the back looked as though I'd pooed myself.
Not a good look then.
Not a great look. So I avoid fake tan.
Yeah.
And I look orange. I can't make myself not look orange. I'm very bad with it.
I'm not very good. I have to buy the tinted moisturisers that you can build up, because you can't go too far wrong with that.
Definitely.
Well, in theory you can't go too. But back to masks. Once a week ideally.
Okay.
But again, if as I said earlier, if you've been out in high winds and rain and cold weather, and you come in and you think, you get that feeling.
Yeah.
You might think, right, I know I only did it 2 days ago, whatever. Especially something like Be Calm. It's so sensitive. It's so suitable for sensitive skin, so calming that you could put that on every day if you wanted to. I mean, it wouldn't. It's not going to do anything.
So this time of the year, my skin gets really tight,
Yes,
doesn't yours?
yeah.
You can feel
you
even if
feel
you're
it.
just outside for a short period of time.
You take the dog out and come back, and then or even if it's just the wind and the rain and the change in temperatures. So if you've been outside and then you go into a shop or into a restaurant and it's really warm, and you can just feel your face go
like prune.
Yeah, and so it just helps to settle that down at the end of the day. Quench would do, Be Calm, as I said, good for sensitivity, but Quench great for hydration as well. So either of those two for those concerns, but those 2 particular
Quench is definitely on my wish list.
It's so good. It's so easy, and there isn't really an excuse not to do it, because, as I said, you don't have to think, oh right, how long have I got? I've got to take it off now, whatever. You can just put a thin layer on, and if you put it on and then you clean your teeth and do whatever, and if you read in bed or watch the television, by the time you've sort of sat there for 10 minutes, then it's gone. Yeah, and you don't wake up. The pillow isn't going to be all slimy, and you don't wake up the next morning, thinking, look, I've got to take this off. It just absorbs into. But don't go mad. A little goes a long way. You can always add a little bit more, but obviously if you put too much on, then not good.
And I suppose if I use the Quench mask regularly, then I would be spending less money on my serums, because my skin would be more hydrated.
Yes, yeah, possibly. I mean, again, the serum works deep down on the baby layers, and for the serum to do that, you've got to also fairly regularly exfoliate, so that it removes all the dead skin. But even removing your cleanser with a hot flannel or a muslin, even that is a mild exfoliation. You don't have to have an exfoliating product or anything, especially as we get older. We don't want anything too harsh. So just removing your cleanser with a hot cloth, and if you do that every day or every night, then that's taking any excess and dead skin, etc.
5 out of 7 good enough.
Yeah, 5 out of 7.
I went to bed last night with my makeup on. I was so tired.
No, I have to say, it doesn't matter how tired or how much I've had to drink or how late it is, I always take my makeup off.
Because you're the good girl in the class.
I don't like the mess on the pillow the next morning, and then you've got your eyelashes are all stuck together if you haven't taken your mask off. Anyway, so as I said, ordinarily we would leave this on for possibly up to 20 minutes. If it's longer, it's fine, it doesn't matter. But if we can leave it on for 5 minutes or so, we'll start to get the skin benefits from doing it. So rather than just bore everybody, we'll take this one off now.
So whilst we're doing that, Michaela, do you want to tell everybody about your super duper prize that you are offering us?
I am.
Thank
yeah.
you.
So this will be the final product that we use, which is called Repose. And Repose is the aromatherapy night cream. It's referred to as a good night's sleep in a jar. It smells really beautiful. It's one of the key products that Temple Spa sell. It's one of the probably hero products, I think you'd say. So we're going to use, and because this facial is called "And So to Bed," because that's what we're doing in theory, going to bed. Then it's the night cream, so it smells beautiful. So I have a travel size jar of this, which is a 15ml size jar, which should last. You're only using it at night, maybe 3 months.
Wow!
So one of those for
that's amazing.
Somebody to win towards the end of this month. We'll do that.
My skin feels fabulous. It really does. And do you know what? My sort of deep wrinkles, I just feel as if they're a little bit plumper than they were 10 minutes ago.
And they should do, because that's part of what you're doing, is you're plumping.
No,
up.
genuinely, they don't feel as crevassy.
Good.
Yeah.
So maybe a mask is something.
A mask is Quench. Quench is definitely on my wish list.
Good. Okay, so we're going to follow with a toner now. So if we put a mask in, which, as we were saying, is possibly a once a week thing, maybe every 5 days, but in your normal going to bed routine, we wouldn't have a mask. We wouldn't use a mask every night. So if you imagine we've done the cleanse, which was the first product we did the double cleanse with, and now we're going on to toning essence. Now this comes as a spray. This isn't a spray, so I prefer to put mine onto damp cotton wool, but you can also just spritz this on your face. And so if you wanted to, you could just spritz it, and then you could also always just sort of tap it in, or you can apply it via a cotton pad, whichever would be your preference.
Can I spritz it,
You can
please?
spritz it, yeah.
It smells beautiful.
It smells, it's
just
lovely.
feeling.
Would you like me to spritz them? There's your mouth, God bless you. Sorry. You don't want to swallow it. I know it's got basil and tomato and things in, but it's not.
That is beautiful,
It is.
and it feels beautiful on my skin. And I'm not good with toners,
It's
and
alcohol.
I'm not thinking.
No, you won't get any of that feeling. It's alcohol free.
It's beautiful.
As it's got cucumber and basil and tomato and all sorts of things in it. You can apply it via cotton wool, damp cotton wool. You can spritz it on your face. It's great in hot weather. Again, if you could keep it in the fridge and cool it. And the other thing it's good for, Ariane quite often talks about that spray that she uses to sort of refresh.
Yes.
her.
Yeah.
So you can use this. I use this if I'm, especially in the summer months, if I'm doing like a going straight out kind of thing. Just a few spritzes, and then I just tend to just tap it with a tissue. And then zhuzh up any bits of makeup that you want to. So
you know that vitamin C one I've got?
Yeah.
Can I spritz that?
No, because that one doesn't
I
come in a spritz.
beautifully put it on my thing. And
this one comes in a spritz because it can be used as a setting spray for your makeup, as a refresher. The Glow Colic, which is the orange one that you're referring to, that actually pumps out. And that one, you use it. You don't. It's best not to go too close to your eyes with the Glow Colic. But this one you can just literally spritz it all over your face.
That is fab. I love that.
This is a lovely. This is a lovely one to, if you can do it, to have as an extra, to have, as I said, as a freshening up, as a setting spray. if you're feeling a bit like hot and having a bit of a moment or whatever, it's just lovely and cooling. So
again, my skin
Yeah.
feels fab.
and then, as I said, you don't get that tight feeling
It
afterwards.
really does look lovely.
So we're going on to Windows of the Soul, which is the eye cream. So this is another one of Temple Spa's absolute core products. It was in the first few that were developed. It's a gel cream formula. It's very lightweight. You use eye truffle, I think, like me. This is well, you'll feel the difference. This is a different texture. So I'll put it on your ring finger.
It's got a ring in it, Michaela. The clue is the ring.
The clue is in the ring. I knew that, really. So tap your 2 ring fingers together, just to share the product, and then you're going to just tap it round your orbital bone, just very gently. Because of its texture, it will sink into the skin. Don't drag anything. Don't go onto your eyelid, because again, as Ariane says, you'll end up with eye makeup that won't stick.
I'm just having a look down there.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I mean, I don't know if it's this light, but I don't look as red as I normally do. Let me just go up to the camera. No, I don't think I do, Michaela.
You're all desensitised. Yeah.
Do you think I don't look red, do I?
No. So then, the final product we're going to use is the Repose, which I mentioned. I think I've got this matching together. I can see one of them.
I'm just going to feel.
And the other one's on the cotton wool bed. Right. So the final product we're going to use,
Just cover my trousers up. Pretend I've got jammies underneath.
is Repose. So this, as I said, iconic product. It smells beautiful. Good night's sleep in a jar. It has so many vitamins and essential oils in it. It's just
it smells
it's
lovely.
really lovely. Now this is quite a rich cream, and that whilst the temptation is to slap it on because it smells so gorgeous.
You
and
don't use it.
no. I mean, you can always add more, but I think that's one of the very few, if only, criticism that Repose ever gets is that it feels slimy or whatever. But it's because people do put too much on. I mean, I've given us plenty there. So again, just take it on your fingers. Take an inhale of the product, and then just sweep it over your face. Yeah. It is, as I said, it is rich. It is an evening moisturiser. You wouldn't want to be, not only for the aroma, but for the texture, you wouldn't want to be using it.
It is very rich.
It is very rich.
You've given me plenty.
I have.
I can take this down to my neck.
Yeah. I mean, I put plenty on so that people could see. But yeah, it is.
So with that little blob, I'm going right down your neck as well. So ladies, obviously we've just demonstrated how blind we are. So if you've got any questions, can you please ask them? And once we can see again, Michaela will come back to you. And if you are watching after the event, keep asking, because obviously this competition is going to go on until Boxing Day. And part of the thing to win it is you have to like and share this post, which means although we're doing this on the 1st of December, it will be, I'm going to put it back in my hands as well. It will be live for 26 days. So Michaela will be popping back every day or so to have a little look at the comments. So keep asking, and she will keep responding. Yeah. So don't think because you're watching this in a week's time that you can't ask. You can. Yeah. And if you see any of the other products on her website, which is it is www.templespa.com/Michaela Franklin. So if you see any products on that at all that you're unsure about, by then you will have joined her Facebook page, because that's the other condition of this prize. and you'll be able to message her directly from that. She also runs a fabulous WhatsApp group that I'm on, and I strongly recommend that you ask her if you can join it, because it's in the WhatsApp group that you get all the special offers. And I don't know what you're called. What are you called? Ladies who distribute stuff?
A consultant.
A consultant. Temple Spa consultants are able to give you offers that you won't find online. And even the offers that you will find online, they tell you the day they come out, don't you?
Yeah, and also if it's free delivery or... And the other thing is that sometimes, well, not sometimes, most months, by the end, coming towards the end of the month, we know what... I'm not sure if I should say this. I've started, so we know what the offers are going to be for the following month. And it always breaks my heart if I see somebody buy something that is then going to be at a better price or whatever the next month. So if you ever are thinking of getting something, I honestly don't mind either if you ask me to order it for you, or if you just want to check first to see whether it's a good time to buy it or not. Because I will, if not, I will just say, no, why don't you wait till next month?
And actually, I don't order anything. I just message on WhatsApp. I just say, Michaela, can I have this? Somehow Temple Spa has remembered my debit card details.
No, Temple Spa hasn't. I've got it locked away.
So Michaela's locked my debit card away, and it just arrives. I mean, it cannot get simpler than that. I don't have to spend hours on a website clicking.
Yeah. And
of course, you know, I get expert advice. So I am a born-again Michaela Franklin Temple Spa person. And nothing is tested on bunnies because they don't ship out to China.
The vast majority of the products are vegan friendly. So the B range, the sensitive range that we've used, Be Gone, Be Calm, the daytime moisturiser for the sensitive range is called Be Still. So they're all vegan as well, and as are very many of the products now. And the packaging, they've worked very hard in the last year or so to get most of the packaging now to be recyclable.
Packaging has shrunk. I can vouch to that, because I received my serum and I said, Michaela, you've sent me the wrong size, and she hadn't.
No.
They just got rid of all the packaging.
They've worked really hard, and all the Christmas gifts this year, the packaging is all completely recyclable. So I think, you know, all credit to them, because it wasn't good a few years ago, but it's bad now. Very good.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Michaela. I'm ready to bed. Unfortunately, I've got to get back to the shop and clear up after today. Look at my boots. But really, I could just crawl over there and have a little zizz. Perhaps I'll send you back.
Okay.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve can go.
So, thank you so much, Michaela, for doing this. I know I bang on about it, but they are fabulous products, ladies. I can thoroughly recommend them. And if Michaela and I can actually work out how to do a long distance clinic, then we will be doing more after Christmas. Otherwise, we'll just have to wait till you come back to school.
Yeah, well, that's always a good excuse to come back. But yes, I'm sure we must be able to get Ellie on the case.
Get Ellie on the case. She'll be working it out, and I'm coming to Kent soon.
Yeah.
Right, ladies, have a fabulous weekend. Our online offers start tomorrow, so watch this space online on Facebook and in the Artichoke Girls. And also sign up to our newsletter if you haven't already, because that is where the emails are going to land first. Lots of offers and giveaways over the next 12 days. Whatever you're up to this weekend, have a fabulous time. I'm going to put my specs back on so that we can turn this off. God, I better look a bugger in my spot.
You wait till you take the headphones off.